What mistake could cause a driver to unintentionally drive dangerously? Option A, losing focus and not paying full attention to the road. Option B, following road signs and traffic rules carefully. Option C, using mirrors and signals before changing lanes. Option D, keeping a safe distance from other vehicles. The correct answer is losing focus and not paying full attention to the road. Explanation: lack of concentration can lead to risky decisions, delayed reactions, or excessive speed, increasing the chance of accidents. Staying alert at all times is essential for road safety. Highway Code Rule 144: driving requires full focus, care, and consideration at all times. You have to make an urgent phone call while driving. What is the safest way to handle the situation? Option A, use a handheld phone briefly and keep the call short. Option B, pull over to a safe place before making the call. Option C, hold the phone away from your face while speaking. Option D, call using a handheld microphone while keeping both hands on the wheel. The correct answer is pull over to a safe place before making the call. Explanation: using a handheld phone while driving is illegal and highly distracting. The safest option is to stop in a secure location before making the call. Highway Code Rule 149: it is far safer not to use any telephone or similar device while driving. Find a safe place to stop first. What is the safest approach to driving within the speed limit? Option A, always drive at the exact speed limit regardless of conditions. Option B, ignore speed limits if the road appears clear. Option C, drive at the maximum speed limit at all times. Option D, adjust speed based on road and traffic conditions, even if below the limit. The correct answer is adjust speed based on road and traffic conditions, even if below the limit. Explanation: speed limits indicate the maximum speed allowed, but conditions such as traffic, weather, and road layout may require driving below this limit for safety. Adjusting speed accordingly helps prevent accidents. Highway Code Rule 146: do not treat speed limits as a target. It is often not appropriate or safe to drive at the maximum speed limit. How should a driver position their vehicle in a one-way street when preparing to turn? Option A, in the right-hand lane for a left turn. Option B, in the left-hand lane for a right turn. Option C, in the most appropriate lane based on road signs and markings. Option D, in the middle of the road regardless of direction. The correct answer is in the most appropriate lane based on road signs and markings. Explanation: on one-way streets, road signs and markings indicate which lanes should be used for turning or going straight. Proper positioning ensures a safe and smooth flow of traffic. Highway Code Rule 143: drivers must follow the designated lanes and prepare for their exit early to avoid sudden lane changes. You're about to stop in slow-moving traffic when an emergency vehicle approaches from behind. What should you do? Option A, stay as close to the vehicle in front as possible. Option B, move aside if it is safe, leaving space for the emergency vehicle to pass. Option C, ignore the sirens and continue driving normally. Option D, change lanes to the left to make way. The correct answer is move aside if it is safe, leaving space for the emergency vehicle to pass. Explanation: emergency vehicles must be given priority. If safe, move aside to create a clear path without endangering yourself or others. Blocking their way can delay critical response times. Highway Code Rule 151: leave enough space to maneuver if an emergency vehicle needs to get past. How can drivers ensure they are not violating Rule 144 while on the road? Option A, by always driving at the maximum speed limit. Option B, by only paying attention in high-traffic areas. Option C, by staying focused, driving attentively, and considering other road users. Option D, by assuming that accidental mistakes are not dangerous. The correct answer is by staying focused, driving attentively, and considering other road users. Explanation: safe driving requires continuous awareness, attentiveness, and consideration for others. Even minor lapses in focus can result in dangerous situations, increasing the risk of accidents for all road users. Highway Code Rule 144: drivers must not drive dangerously, carelessly, or without consideration for other road users. What could you do if you need to make a contactless payment from your vehicle? Option A, use your handheld phone while driving if it's a quick transaction. Option B, ensure your vehicle is stationary before making the payment. Option C, use voice commands to complete the payment without stopping. Option D, hand the phone to a passenger to complete the payment for you. The correct answer is ensure your vehicle is stationary before making the payment. Explanation: the law allows contactless payments using a handheld device only if the vehicle is stationary and the goods or services are received at the same time or afterward. Highway Code Rule 149: your vehicle must be stationary, and the goods or services must be received at the same time as or after the contactless payment. Under what circumstances is driving on a pavement, footpath, or bridleway permitted? Option A, only when accessing a property lawfully or in an emergency. Option B, when there are no pedestrians in the area. Option C, if traffic is heavy and you need to bypass congestion. Option D, whenever it saves time for the driver. The correct answer is only when accessing a property lawfully or in an emergency. Explanation: according to Rule 145 of the Highway Code, driving on a pavement, footpath, or bridleway is not allowed except for lawful access to a property or in an emergency. This rule is enforced under laws HA 1835 Section 72 and RTA 1988 Section 34 to ensure pedestrian safety and road discipline. If a driver is caught smoking in a private vehicle carrying someone under 18 in England or Wales, what could be the consequence? Option A, no penalty as it is a personal choice. Option B, a temporary driving suspension. Option C, a warning with no further consequences. Option D, a fine or legal action for breaking the law. The correct answer is a fine or legal action for breaking the law. Explanation: in England and Wales, it is illegal for a driver to smoke or allow others to smoke in a private vehicle carrying someone under 18. Breaking this law can result in fines or legal penalties. Highway Code Rule 148: the driver must not smoke or allow others to smoke in an enclosed private vehicle carrying someone under 18. In what ways can in-vehicle systems lead to driver distraction? Option A, they provide entertainment that makes long journeys less stressful. Option B, they can take a driver's attention away from the road, causing lapses in concentration. Option C, they improve reaction times by alerting the driver to potential hazards. Option D, they allow the driver to focus only on navigation rather than surroundings. The correct answer is they can take a driver's attention away from the road, causing lapses in concentration. Explanation: screens, navigation systems, and other in-vehicle technologies can be distracting, increasing the risk of accidents if they take attention away from the road. Highway Code Rule 150. Do not be distracted by maps or screen-based information while driving. When must a driver avoid adjusting the music or radio? Option A. Only when driving at high speeds. Option B. Only when driving in heavy traffic. Option C. At all times while driving. Option D. Only at night when visibility is lower. The correct answer is at all times while driving. Explanation: adjusting music or radio while driving takes attention away from the road and increases the risk of distraction-related accidents. Drivers should set their music or radio before starting the journey. Highway Code Rule 148. Avoid distractions such as starting or adjusting any music or radio while driving. How can drivers contribute to a safer and more considerate driving environment? Option A. By being patient and understanding if other road users make mistakes. Option B. By reacting aggressively when someone causes an inconvenience. Option C. By using their horn frequently to warn other drivers. Option D. By assuming all other road users are experienced and knowledgeable. The correct answer is by being patient and understanding if other road users make mistakes. Explanation: mistakes can happen due to inexperience or unfamiliarity with the area. Being patient and considerate reduces stress and the risk of road rage incidents. Highway Code Rule 147. Be patient. Remember that anyone can make a mistake. What happens if a driver listens to loud music while driving? Option A. It enhances concentration and awareness. Option B. It may mask important sounds like sirens or horns. Option C. It improves reaction time in emergency situations. Option D. It has no effect on driving safety. The correct answer is it may mask important sounds like sirens or horns. Explanation: loud music can prevent drivers from hearing critical sounds such as emergency vehicle sirens, horns from other road users, or warning signals, increasing the risk of accidents. Highway Code Rule 148. Safe driving requires concentration. Avoid distractions such as loud music. Why is it important to be cautious of passing traffic when driving on a one-way street? Option A. Because pedestrians may be walking on the road. Option B. Because speed limits do not apply in one-way streets. Option C. Because traffic can pass on both sides, requiring awareness before lane changes. Option D. Because only buses are allowed to use contraflow lanes. The correct answer is because traffic can pass on both sides, requiring awareness before lane changes. Explanation: in one-way streets, vehicles may overtake on either side. Drivers should check mirrors and blind spots carefully before changing lanes to avoid collisions. Highway Code Rule 143. Being aware of passing traffic and selecting the correct lane early ensures safe and efficient driving on one-way streets. You see a side road ahead while driving in slow-moving traffic. What should you do to help reduce congestion? Option A. Block the entrance to prevent other vehicles from entering. Option B. Speed up to clear the area faster. Option C. Ignore pedestrians trying to cross. Option D. Allow access to and from the side road. The correct answer is allow access to and from the side road. Explanation: blocking access to side roads increases congestion and disrupts the flow of traffic. Allowing vehicles to enter and exit side roads helps maintain smoother traffic movement and prevents unnecessary delays. Highway Code Rule 151. Do not block access to a side road. What should you do if you start feeling angry or frustrated while driving? Option A. Continue driving aggressively to release frustration. Option B, pull over safely, take a break, and continue once calm. Option C, use your horn and gestures to express your frustration. Option D, increase speed to move away from the situation quickly. The correct answer is pull over safely, take a break, and continue once calm. Explanation: driving while angry can lead to poor judgment and dangerous actions. Taking a break helps regain composure and ensures a safer journey. Highway Code Rule 147: do not allow yourself to become agitated or involved if someone is behaving badly on the road. Pull over, calm down, and continue your journey when you feel relaxed. You're in a traffic jam and your vehicle is stationary. Can you pick up your phone to check messages? Option A, yes, because the vehicle is not moving. Option B, yes, if you keep one hand on the wheel. Option C, no, because it is still illegal to use a handheld device while stationary in traffic. Option D, yes, but only if using a hands-free function. The correct answer is no, because it is still illegal to use a handheld device while stationary in traffic. Explanation: even when stationary in traffic, using a handheld phone is against the law. The only legal exceptions are calling emergency services in an emergency or making a contactless payment while stationary. Highway Code Rule 149: you must not pick up and use your handheld phone or similar device while stationary in traffic. Why is it important to anticipate the actions of pedestrians and cyclists? Option A, because they always follow traffic rules and signals. Option B, because they might make sudden or unpredictable movements. Option C, because they are required to yield to vehicles at all times. Option D, because they are not allowed to use the roads. The correct answer is because they might make sudden or unpredictable movements. Explanation: pedestrians, especially children, may step into the road without looking, and cyclists may change direction unexpectedly. Being aware of their actions helps drivers avoid accidents. Highway Code Rule 146: try to anticipate what pedestrians and cyclists might do. If pedestrians, particularly children, are looking the other way, they may step out into the road without seeing you. As you use a driver assistance system like Motorway Assist, what must you keep in mind? Option A, you are still responsible for controlling the vehicle at all times. Option B, you can rely entirely on the system and relax. Option C, the system will automatically handle all driving decisions. Option D, you can use your phone since the system is assisting. The correct answer is you are still responsible for controlling the vehicle at all times. Explanation: driver assistance systems are designed to support but not replace driver control. The driver must remain fully attentive and ready to take over at any moment. Highway Code Rule 150: as the driver, you are still responsible for the vehicle if you use a driver assistance system. Which of the following is a correct action to take in slow-moving traffic? Option A, changing lanes to the left to overtake. Option B, ignoring cyclists and motorcyclists passing on either side. Option C, blocking access to side roads to move faster. Option D, keeping a safe distance while maintaining traffic flow. The correct answer is keeping a safe distance while maintaining traffic flow. Explanation: in slow-moving traffic, reducing the distance slightly can help maintain the flow, but you must always keep enough space to stop safely. Blocking side roads or ignoring vulnerable road users increases the risk of accidents. Highway Code Rule 151: leave enough space to maneuver and be aware of cyclists and motorcyclists. What should you be prepared for when approaching a blind bend? Option A, a clear road with no obstacles. Option B, a sudden road closure with no warning signs. Option C, the possibility of the road being blocked beyond the bend. Option D, that all vehicles will be driving at the speed limit. The correct answer is the possibility of the road being blocked beyond the bend. Explanation: blind bends limit visibility, and unexpected obstacles such as stopped vehicles, pedestrians, or animals may be present. Reducing speed and being ready to stop can prevent collisions. Highway Code Rule 146. Be prepared for unexpected or difficult situations, for example, the road being blocked beyond a blind bend. If you have a remote control parking app, what must you ensure when using it? Option A, the system parks the vehicle without any supervision. Option B, you have full control and do not endanger others. Option C, you can walk away while the car parks itself. Option D, the app is updated to the latest software version. The correct answer is you have full control and do not endanger others. Explanation: even when using remote parking systems, the driver is responsible for ensuring the vehicle operates safely and does not pose a danger to pedestrians or other vehicles. Highway Code Rule 150. You must have full control over these systems at all times. What is the best way to respond if another driver pulls out unexpectedly in front of you at a junction? Option A, speed up and overtake them immediately. Option B, drive closely behind them to intimidate them. Option C, flash your headlights repeatedly to show frustration. Option D, slow down and give them space to clear the junction. The correct answer is slow down and give them space to clear the junction. Explanation: overreacting or intimidating other drivers can increase the risk of accidents. Allowing space helps maintain safety for all road users. Highway Code Rule 147. Slow down and hold back if a road user pulls out into your path at a junction. In what way does arguing with passengers affect driving safety? Option A, it increases stress and reduces focus on the road. Option B, it keeps the driver more alert and aware. Option C, it improves reaction time in dangerous situations. Option D, it has no effect on driving performance. The correct answer is it increases stress and reduces focus on the road. Explanation: arguing while driving can lead to emotional distress and loss of concentration, increasing the risk of making mistakes or reacting poorly to road conditions. Highway Code Rule 148. Safe driving requires full concentration. Avoid distractions such as arguing with passengers. In which situation is it legally allowed to use a handheld mobile phone while driving? Option A, when making a quick call to a friend. Option B, when calling 999 or 112 in a genuine emergency and stopping is unsafe or impractical. Option C, when checking GPS directions briefly. Option D, when the phone is on speaker mode and held in your hand. The correct answer is when calling 999 or 112 in a genuine emergency and stopping is unsafe or impractical. Explanation: the law prohibits the use of handheld devices while driving, except in emergencies where stopping would be unsafe or impractical. In such cases, calling emergency services is permitted. Highway Code Rule 149. There is an exception to call 999 or 112 in a genuine emergency when it is unsafe or impractical to stop.